Okay, so I'm here today with Bryan, and he has agreed to partner with me on the Liberty University Gratitude Bites as far as technology for good and sharing some of the positive that we are doing out in the workplace. Do you want to go ahead and introduce yourself?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Thank you, Julie. My name's Bryan, obviously, and I spent 8 years in Marines, and it had nothing to do with technology. Once I got out, technology found me, and I've been in that for 19 years, doing various cases of project management, technologies, mostly software and development. So right now, I work for a company that specializes in helping people get jobs, and that's where it's led me thus far.
So can you tell me a little bit about what some wins in your space, the team that you work with, what makes your team so enjoyable, some of the positive experiences.
I think at my current role, which is with Indeed, and I've never met a group of people that were so easy to work with. It really is a family environment. And I think that since you spend so much time working, that it needs to be. And I think some of our successes come with the fact that we have an inclusivity with everybody. It doesn't matter if they're junior PM or if they're senior executive, account manager. We're listening to what they have to say. If there's conflicts, they're easily resolved because of that mindset, I think. It's more, like I said, it's more like family than it is anything else. And I think that's allowed us to blossom and grow our department by 45% in the last year.
Oh, wow. So can you tell me an example of maybe a project that you worked on in your current role or past role that went really well, and what made it go so well in your view?
Right now, we're in the process of launching what's called an MVP. It's going to be a big one, and I can say that it's already been developed. Can't speak more much about it than it is, but one of the things that is making it so successful and so quickly as we go through the piloting group is that sharing information is not a problem. Having support from your management also has been phenomenal. And just meeting deadlines and everybody being there with a smile on their face and actually wanting to do it has been paramount, I think. And because of that, we're actually ahead of schedule. So, and this is a very, very big win in terms of Indeed's perspective.
So
I apologize if you hear the dogs barking.
no, it's okay. I was getting ready to say that too. I have two here. It's part of remote work, right? Um, so you talked a little bit about your military background, and then how it transitioned into technology. But no matter, our faith, our, the type of work, the consistency across the board is gratitude and how
Mhm.
teams work together. Um, what's one characteristic of somebody on your team, that makes the gel, right? Makes things stick together.
I think one of the characteristics, I mean, that's a good question. There's a lot of them, but just having hope, having faith in everything around you. And I don't just mean at work, I mean in everything here, and around you. Again, I know that's redundant, but I don't think I can emphasize that anymore. And that's what's made us really, really come together because we see that there's a bigger picture,
You see the
and
end goal,
we
right?
make it realized.
And you also mentioned real briefly leadership. Leadership is key, right?
Mhm.
Is pulling everything together. What type of leadership have you interacted with over the years, and that really helped move things forward?
I've worked with a lot of C-levels. Primarily, I've volunteered to sit in with them, and if I've worked with them a lot in my last two roles, because I want to see how they think. And then I work with a lot of mid-level managers just to see how they think. And they're all kind of synced up, I think, on the levels. So one of the things I try to do differently is, a lot of leader membership exchange, a lot of servant leadership, and transformational, because I think those three are very important if you're going to be a leader in this modern day. And technology advances so quickly. And I think a lot of people, because it moves so quickly, lose sight of things, that this is the only way you can really adapt to that kind of change.
How does
Hope
your
that
team?
answered the question.
No, you did. How do people? You mentioned change. Change is incredibly tough for some people. How does the projects you work with? How do people handle change, or how do you help them work through change positively?
Well, being a Marine, I mean, overcome and adapt is what they say, but in the long of it, I don't like it. We have our routines that we're in, and but I've just come to expect the unexpected, and that's how it works. What's in power today may not be in power tomorrow. They may change the milestones and where you need to be and where our vision is seen. And if you're able to just let it right off your shoulders and just kind of embrace the change, you'll find that you're a lot less stressed,
Hmm.
and it makes a difference. I mean, I've never seen a typical day. I don't even know what that means anymore. You come in with a plan for the week, but it doesn't end that way. I mean,
Yes.
typically out of seven items I need done, I only get two done because the changes are so much and so quick that just got to roll with the punches, I suppose.
Yeah, definitely. So any final thoughts as far as gratitude in the workplace, advice for people working remotely, working with teams, or anything else you can share?
My my advice is to always take care of the employees. Um, Hear what they have to say, come to a common ground, and don't dismiss them. Um, Even if that's not the route you're going to go, make it known that you actually understand what it is that they're talking about or what they may or may not have a problem with. People want to know that they're valued, and if they don't feel
Yeah.
that they're valued, they're not going to be motivated, and production is going to go down. And that's not the way to do things. Everybody's a human being, and they need to be treated accordingly, in my opinion.
Yeah. Take
So,
care of your team, right?
absolutely, 100%.
Well, you are amazing for being willing to join me and do this for, just to share a little bit of more positive of what's going on in our spaces. So thank you very much.
My pleasure.
Mhm.
Absolutely. Anytime you need it.
Okay, thank you. And I'm gonna stop the recording.